And we got her in the garage on the jack stands again. So, let me explain. We got it back together and we had a rear main seal leak. And I think the new pan still has some kind of leak on the adapter. I'm tired of playing with it, so we're going to do what we know it works. Pull the motor back out. I have a new OEM AC Delco back plate, new rear main seal with guide. I'm going to spend a little bit more time with the motor out. I know it runs, I know it's good. So I'm going to look at a few more things a little better. And then I think I'm actually going to clean up this engine bay. So right now we got the orange in it, but we want to go for a new look, so we'll see how that goes. We got a lot of little pieces to clean up, rust to get off, and to seal, and yeah, all that good stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. Get the motor out, spend a little time in the engine bay. Also, dart block is cast iron. Gotta get some paint on that thing. Doesn't look good once it starts to rust. So let's get set up and get to it. So what to do? So I fixed the rack in here. I got my coil packs mounted. Got the intercooler mounted. Got everything mounted for the most part. Not too much is really going to need to be cleaned up when this thing finally goes together. But we got some work to do. The goal today is to get the engine out of the car. So we'll do this step by step. Today we'll get the engine out of the car. Tomorrow we'll strip the engine bay as best we can. Get it all pressure washed up and everything. I haven't decided whether or not I want to pull the engine with the transmission or not. Reality is I can probably pull the transmission out of it with it sitting on the ground. Should I choose to do it later, put it all together, I really don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but I know if I pull it all out and put it all together outside the car, I drop the chances of me damaging the pilot bearing, which I think the pilot bearing was damaged both times the motor was in and out of the car. A lot of this stuff is trial and error. I'm not a pro. Just having fun. Not very fun when you have to keep redoing this stuff, but you know, we'll get it right. Freshly built dart block. Want to see what this thing can do. Alright, we'll quit jibber jabbing. Get to work. All right, so finally got this thing out. It's looking like it may not be the rear main seal, it may be a freeze plug, but since it's off, I can go through all of it. So I can see a couple little leaks that I don't like. But when I get it off, I'll be able to see what's going on. Once she out of here, we'll get this thing on a stand and then start cleaning up, because that's all I'm doing today. I'm tired. Got a new baby, so with a new baby I got a lot of responsibilities, so I can only spend so much time on this kind of stuff, but we're gonna try to get it done in 7 days. Another day back in the garage, back at it again. Cleaned my mess up, got the motor sitting, chilling, ready to get this work done. The objective today is realistically to drain the oil, get the oil pan off, get this makeshift whatever you call that thing, dipstick off of there, off of that. We'll probably pull this front accessory drive cover off. I think I'm going to drive this back a little bit before I do that. And I haven't decided whether or not I want to replace this. Like, it's a cast iron block, and I'm sure some of that's even coming from the new block, but I don't know. We'll see. This water pump's still good. It does have some work done to it, so I can run a heater core in the car without having to run it this way. I had, what was that, number 16 running for my heater core. Worked great, but the reality is, like, every time I need to change a water pump, I got to do that. It's kind of a nightmare. Kind of a nightmare. Can't really see that, but I'm looking at those exhaust ports. Some of them seem a little wet. Now, granted, this is a brand new motor. It's still seating and all that happy stuff, but it seemed wet. That's wet. That's a little wet. That's a little wet. So, I don't know necessarily what that means right now, but we got a little work to do. See some rust trying to form these holes. So, my main plan with this is to clean this block up, strip it down as much as possible without pulling the heads off of it, paint it, make sure I seal up the areas that are leaking, new rear main seal, 2 freeze plugs in the back here. This is a dart block. That's why it's got freeze plugs on the back of it like that. Completely aftermarket, but it shouldn't look like this. I'm disappointed in myself when it comes to this project. So strip her back down, clean her back up, put some respect on her name, and then we'll commence to, having some clean shit all over again, because the reality is I'm doing all this because I want my drift car to look good, drive good, and just be like some dope one-off shit. I mean, everybody's got turbo LS shit, but the reality is, like, I want my turbo LS shit to speak for myself. Like, this motor is not cheap. This block, not cheap. I don't want to be that guy who just could have done this for cheaper. I want this to be, like, what money I put into it, I want it to be worth it. So, got some work to do. We took a bunch of steps forward, made a bunch of mistakes. Took a couple shortcuts. Now we need to take about 10 steps back and redo some of the stuff that we did Whether we did it on purpose or we did it on accident. I don't know why we say we, it's just me. But yeah. So let me uncover some of this stuff, get this garage open, get the car uncovered, and then I can get started doing some stuff. Because like I said, I don't have a lot of time doing this, so when I do get some time, I don't want to spend a bunch of time talking to the camera, YouTube, you know. I'd rather you guys just see what's going on. I'm going to try to do a little better job of filming some of this stuff, but I'm not good at it. But it's not an excuse. We'll get better. I'll try to bring you guys a nice finished project, show you everything along the way, and then see what you can do on the track ultimately. Like I said, we're trying to build a nice, reliable drift car that's just like, damn, that thing is dope, you know? There's not very many SCs out there for several different reasons, but I want mine to be, you know, one of a kind. So anyways, let me quit jibber jabbering, get this garage open, and get this car cover off and start doing some stuff. And another day. What's cracking, y'all? Day 1 billion working on this thing. Let's show you where we're at. So this isn't a complete primer job. This is just to keep the bare metal from the elements. This bare metal is what I've done today, the last 30 minutes. So objective of today is to get all this uncovered, finish uncovering this, and at least get some self-etching primer down, reprimer, and then probably wet sand, and then we'll do a final spray once we figure out what we're happy with. But this will all be done in spray cans. It'll still be cheaper than spraying it with a spray gun. The preparation I'm putting into this, I should be spraying it with a spray gun, but I might change my mind with what I want to do with this later, so we'll leave it like this for now. When we get ready to strip it later, it'll be a lot easier because it's just spray paint. It's not your regular, you know, not regular, but like 2-part hardener and paint. So it'll look good. I need it to look good for a little bit because I'm probably gonna rewrap the car, and then I'll eventually pull the car all the way back apart, recage it, do what I need to do as far as tube work on the car, maybe front half and back half of the car, you know. At that point, then I'll make it really pretty. But right now, we'll do minimal work as long as it's pretty. And functionality is the biggest thing for me. This whole car is all about practice. The fabrication I do on the car, the painting I do on the car, the wiring I do on the car, the driving in the car, it's all about practice. A lot of the things in the car, they'll show some laziness because I get a little frustrated. You know, I'm not at a shop, I'm doing this stuff at the house. So some of it I'll rush to do it, and then I'll take my time in another place and it'll be noticeable, and then I'll have to go back over the first half. So there's a lot of things I want to do. There's a lot of things I won't be able to do. So we'll just do the best we can, make it as pretty as possible. Get this motor back in the car, get it dynoed, and I think we'll be good. Right now the car has a heater core in it. I think we take the heater core out. I can drive this car. I might take this car to a meet from time to time, but to be honest with you, I'm not going to really try to put this car in the elements like that. It's going to be mainly a track only car, and I'll dump the money I need to into it to make it a really hefty track car, and then I'll probably buy something else that'll be more street car-ish. So for right now, I gotta run to the store, grab some more wire wheels, maybe some more sandpaper, and we'll see how far we get today. And fast forward, we got some self-etching primer down. Look at us being efficient. The wheel well's cut out. Still gotta finish welding that. Got those holes to weld up. I got some holes there. I don't know how I left those from the gate, but definitely gotta fix that shit. That looks horrible. Fix that. I don't know. I think this is a good point to where I can see what it is I really need to do. I mean, obviously, self-etching is not super heavy, but it's heavy enough. So, yeah. At least we won't rust from here on out. Now I really just gotta finish cleaning stuff up and keep moving. This shit takes so much time, and it's not a waste, but it does kind of suck that I can't fully do this the way I want to do this with this much work being done. But the car's gonna come apart again probably in a year or so, so it'll have its next rendition when the cage comes out, the radiator goes in the trunk, and all that other kind of stuff. But this is phase one of real SC race car. Silly shit. But for now, I think I'll end it there. Next go around, we should be, I don't know, I think I might spray the engine bay. I don't know if I'm gonna show that. Try to get the motor done. I will show me pulling that back apart. So this next little episode, I think I'll show you what I got going in the motor. Go back to the torque specs, make sure we're good. I want to feel good about dynoing this thing. I felt good about putting it together the first time around, but it's been so long, you know, since I have it out, and I want to check it. So, until next time, you guys. See you on the next one.